you think that your experiences can help you better relate to someone like Anita Sarkeesian and what they went through?
I don't know that she ever had anything turn up at her address. I know that the various threats and so on towards her were investigated and found to not have anything to really be worried about. I think when I took contrarian public positions, I expected there to be blowback. Not necessarily as vicious as it was or has been. I find it very difficult to have sympathy for her because I think she should have known what she was getting into, and I think she should have put more effort um, into her analysis. It felt like she didn't really know anything about the games that she was examining a lot of the time. And it's like that cartoon meme, with someone shoveling opinions over the wall, and then a whole bunch of opinions come back the other way. You've got to expect that to a degree, surely. Um, I think my old school experience of the internet probably set me up to cope better than she did.
Yeah, obviously, criticism should always be welcome and allowed, or just block the person, but like don't call them harassers, which I think that was often the case would happen. But at the same time, having just a small but extremely dedicated group of people who hate your guts and are trying to sabotage everything that you do, whether they are GamerGate people, a small set of rogue GamerGate people, or trolls, or anybody, if you have like 2 dozen people who hate your guts, they could probably fuck up your life in some pretty serious ways.
Yeah. Okay, here's the way in which I
If they're
can.
dedicated, I should say. If they're dedicated.
Yeah. Here's the way I can empathize with her, right? So she would put out a video, and probably hundreds of people would create critiques, replies, debunkings, whatever, of those videos. When you're the one person at the other end, that can certainly feel like harassment because it just seems like a torrent of disagreement and hatred coming in your direction. It's not really, because these are all individual people reacting to something that you've done, but it can certainly feel like it. And that's something I have to watch for in the way I react to things. Is this harassment, or does it just feel like it because a bunch of people disagree with me?
Yeah, and I was one of those people who criticized her. Well, I don't regret criticizing her, but in one of my videos, I think I might have taken her out of context 10 years ago. Like not on like some like important thing. It was over like extremely minor point. But like looking back now, I'm like, oh shit, did I take her out of context actually? Um,
There's that.
but
There
I
is
at
that
the time I
quote.
don't think I did on purpose. Like or maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I wouldn't like. I don't. I would like to not like. I'd like to think I didn't.
There is that quote of hers that does get taken out of context, which
Yes,
is that everything is racist, everything is
that was
sexist.
the quote. That's what I took out of context. But if you listen to the full thing, sorry, you explain it.
Um, so yeah, she's just saying like it's the zeal of the convert. If you've been educated in these things, suddenly you become a very boring asshole who will only go on about these things, and that's what she's saying really in that quote. Um, I mean, there is a remarkable lack of self-awareness there because she was still doing that, but it was about how you learn these things and suddenly you see it everywhere, which is kind of what I was alluding to earlier with the pareidolia. If you go looking for something, you're going to find it.
Yeah, I think in that quote too, like it's she later on does say like that's how I used to be. or something like that. Like she, so like she even like expressly says like that's not her current view.
Yeah, and yet.
Well, I don't know if that's her view. I don't know if she says that
It,
everything is racist or everything is sexist. I don't.
well, it certainly seems like it.
I
Or seemed like it, I should say.
She uses the term a lot, but I don't know if she'd say that everything is. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I
know her. I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know her like personally, and I'm not seen all of her videos, so maybe I'm mistaken.
No, looking back, I wonder how much was her and how much was Macintosh a lot of the time. Not to, say that a woman can't be an obnoxious, horrible person all by themselves without a man pulling the strings, but she did seem to kind of mellow a bit after he left.
Yeah, do you think he was more radical?
I think so. I mean, he did his own series of stuff for a while that never got as much traction. And it certainly seemed like it was a bit more his view. I know he was doing the editing. I don't know how transformative that is, though.
Hi, I'm Tachyon Blue. Thank you for watching another one of my GamerGate book video segments. Altogether, I've interviewed over 70 people involved with GamerGate, and I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter campaign in the coming weeks. So please, I need your support to help make this project a reality. I'm turning these 70 plus interviews into a multi volume series of books, the first volume of which is already completed. And so I'd like you to please stay tuned for more information about the Kickstarter. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment. More updates will be coming in the near future. Thank you, and take care.